Alright, I'm Donovan Smith, and this is my Module 2 video. The readings from this part of the book were very interesting, to say the least, and it allowed myself to go deeper with several thoughts that I had, but I really wasn't sure if it was backed up. So I'll just point out a few things that came to mind. First, I'll start with the heteropatriarchy and the three pillars of white supremacy. The one that really caught my eye was the slavery one, and a specific part of it really was something that I could relate to, kind of, sort of. And that quote was, "The forms of slavery may change, whether it is through the formal system of slavery, sharecropping, or through the current prison industrial complex, but the logic itself has remained consistent." And that's something that I agree with as well. The times may change, the years may change, but the situations I see, they roll over. Maybe that's per decade, per century, but you can still see those consistencies, and that's something that we must continue working on for the social justice in itself as well. Another few things that caught my eye as well was the section on patrolling of the child's physicality, and this was for mixed races. And this is something else that really stood out because I have several friends that are mixed, and it could be from growing up as a mixed child, they're always considered black. That's what I've witnessed. And pretty much whichever side you relate to, that's more of the side that you're familiar with. For example, it might be a mixed child who has African American hair, but the mother doesn't really know how to do that type of hair. Maybe all she knows is to put it in a ponytail or something like that. So different things like that. That's how you have to patrol the child's physicality these days. And I guess it's more of a problem with the younger youth. So if that's something we can notice younger and like see how we could possibly fix it, or just work on the terminology that we use as well. Also, another section that really caught my eye was the waking up white section. It was really talking about it goes deeper than the skin. Like, you wake up white, but it's deeper than just your skin. And with that comes a lot of privileges, possibly. It could be harsher things, but it just really depends on your color, pretty much. For example, me personally, that's how I felt in high school, kind of, sort of. It was like if I was waking up African American, I was waking up African American, but it was more to it. Like, for example, in high school, I may have been the only African American in the class. So I just really had to put that behind myself and take it a step further and focus on other things in my life and goals that I had. So that's something that I had to personally put behind myself. With the they say waking up white, but I put it into waking up black or waking up African American. So that mindset, I won't say it was a setback, but it made me sometimes made me feel that I was a step behind. So I had to do extra things to stay afloat with everyone. So that's how that waking up white section, it really made me relate to as well. And one more thing that I really took heed to with this section was a quote from Lisa Richards, and it was under the Use Your Privilege section, and it went, "If you have a privilege, have a conversation with low-income leaders about how you could use it strategically. If you have a country house, maybe we could have a retreat there. It's not just your money. It's who you know, what you know, and how you talk." So with that, that's more of your privilege. It could be something personal that you have, or it could be, once again, it could be your skin color. Some people feel that that's more of the privilege, but I took it from thinking of the privileges that I have set inside of me. For example, last week that we were talking about how we perceive ourselves, or how people will see us, and I remember that